Now we'll look at FormMaster's new Data Table Manager. And we'll choose the first option, Map Existing Table. If you have an existing table in your database, you can map the fields from the form to the data table, and subsequent posts of the form will be saved to the table. As you'll see at the end of this section, you have the option of importing the data stored in the standard FormMaster format and import the data stored as XML into the newly mapped table. You can see that there was a total of 2 records, 2 were successful and 0 failed. If failed records were available, you'd see a list of them underneath. In this example, we're going to create a database table from an existing form. Enter the table name, which is to be created, and then we'll go ahead and start selecting the data types for the columns in the data table. In this form, most of them are going to be nvarchar, and they will be not nullable. In other words, the database table will not accept nulls. So we need to select the type and the length. Depending on the type, sometimes the length field is not available. The precision and scale is only used with certain types in SQL Server. And the message will make 4,000 because somebody could leave us a really long message, and we'll leave that nullable since the field is not required on the form. The last leave message checkbox will be a bit. And we've mapped the form and created the new table, and we can import the XML when we map the just like when we map the existing table. Last example in Data Manager is creating a form from an existing table. So we have to go reset the form. And while we're doing that, in the Data Manager, the user is able to create their own connection string and access an external SQL Server for storing the data. So it doesn't have to be the SQL Server that's running the .NET Nuke installation. So now we select Create Form from Table. We'll select the table we created in the previous example. And in this form, you will select the type of field that's needed. And in all cases, it's text box except for the leave message, which is going to be a checkbox. We're going to make all fields required except the message field. The checkbox really doesn't matter because it doesn't use a required field validator in any case. And now we can go edit the form, see that the form was created with the values supplied in the previous page, and here you just need to arrange the form and edit a bit. Thank you for taking the time to watch the demo.